Okay, so this is a re-upload. Sorry about that. Obviously I went to listen to it back and there was no audio whatsoever. So, I'm going to speak as loud as I can and let me know if you guys can hear me. Because obviously the volume is right up to max. So, obviously I was in the shop, right? And I obviously just come back from the shop. There was a guy behind me and we were chatting about, I pointed at uh, a headline on one of the local papers, and it said about the statistics of Scots that give a hoot about the coronation of this guy here, King Charles. Um, I said to the guy behind me again, well, I agree with those figures because not a lot of Scottish people like the royal family. And he's like, how do you know that? Again, well, and he's like, I happen to like the royal family. I'm like, right, okay. But I'm like, I said to him again, well, I don't want to get into it with him, but obviously I did get into it with him while we were waiting to get our stuff checked out at the checkouts. And I goes, I would want to watch the coronation that's happening sometime this month, just to see a part of history, you know. And I says it's not that I don't want to watch it, I want to watch it, but I can't because I don't have a TV license. And then he shut up. And I'm like, well, why should I was walking up the road thinking, well, why should I give the BBC money just to watch one event in history? Then they'll have a hold of me by my bank balance. So I mean, I refuse to pay the BBC for substandard programs. That's why I'm so grateful that Disney Plus has bought the streaming rights to the new series of Doctor Who, so I won't have to rely on the BBC anymore. Because I've not had a TV license since February 2022, and I have to say, I'm feeling a lot better from being away from them. But, lo and behold, I'm like, well, explain all the bullion that they do when they send you letters demanding you buy their TV license when you don't want one. Because the BBC has lost its way. A long time ago, sorry, it has. I mean, we all know what happened in the 70s with the BBC, and we all know what recently happened with Gary Lineker and all that kind of stuff. The BBC cannot be trusted to use the money that people give them out of their hard-earned pockets to make proper programs. Yes, they can make one proper program, Doctor Who, in my own opinion, yes. But on another note, what has this man right here on the screen done for me that I can remember? Yeah, I can't remember him doing anything for me. I mean, granted, it's cool that he's finally got the position as the controlling person of the country, but it's in a time where Scotland and England and Ireland were all separate. Because I refuse to be called English or British because I am Scottish. I was born here in Scotland and I am Scottish. Someone please tell me what this man here has done for Scotland or me. And apparently the guy in the shop was like, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, the royal family. And I'm like, this guy here in the royal family's got fuck all to do with it. I was brought into this world by my mum. She gave birth to me. So unless King Charles and the Queen and all that were standing in the delivery room when I was getting born, then they have no power over me. This guy here is grateful it's history that we've finally got a king in charge of the country.